to set up something to demonstrate for you what happens when you have a stronger electrostatic charge. And then we're going to place some of this debris in it and see what happens. This is a Van de Graaff generator. This is the same type of machine that you may have seen at schools, high school or whatever. Makes your hair stand up on end. I may or may not do it. Sometimes I throw a wig on it. This is a pretty ratty wig. So you can see the hair stand up. But basically, this has a belt inside of it. And the belt spins, and it builds up a positive electrostatic charge on the top of this dome. And then there's a little negative charge that's coming out this electrode at the bottom. And what you'll see is that if I place just a stack of pie pans on top, and then turn the machine on, the pie pans will respond in an interesting way. Now the reason those pie pans fell off one at a time, like they did, is because they took on the same electrostatic charge and they repelled each other. And when that happens, you get another example of this levitation type effect. In fact, if I take this piece of aluminized mylar, it'll be very hard to work with it. I'm going to put the microphone down. You'll see how it behaves. Now obviously this is kindergarten level technology that we're working with here compared to what we're doing in our lab this year. So what I'm about to do is take one of these pie pans and then I'm going to tape it onto the top of the Van de Graaff machine so that the whole pie pan has got a positive charge. And then I'm going to drop a piece of this debris into the field that was sent to me by Chuck Wade. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I know what happened when I did it last time, but I don't understand what we're working with here. While I get this set up, I'd like to have Mr. Beckwith tell you about what we observed last time and his thoughts as a scientist on what we observed. Mr. Beckwith.
Thank you, Joshua. While he's getting this set up, as he said, we don't really know what's going to happen this time. Conditions are different, and we don't understand why what happened last time happened. But when we put a piece of the UFO crash metal in the pan taped to the top of the Van de Graaff generator, it first of all stood up. Well, that isn't terribly unusual. You've seen things levitate. We've used regular aluminum foil and you'll see it lift up. But what usually happens with regular aluminum foil is it flies out of the pan, just like the pie pans flew away. This didn't. It just stood up. Then it started to revolve. And it revolved clockwise. And it kept revolving clockwise. As long as the Van de Graaff generator was turned on, it revolved quickly. I've never seen anything like it. As Joshua said, I've got a background in science. At the college level, the bachelor's degree level, I triple majored in biology, chemistry, and psychology, and I also took physics courses, so I'm officially weird. At the graduate level, I did advanced studies in biology and in physics. I've also got a background in psychology and in spirituality, but that's a different story. Just in terms of the science background, I've had a lot of opportunity to see a lot of things respond to electrical, magnetic, and electrostatic fields I've never seen anything respond like this. We've got theories on why it is indeed revolving, although you can't see it yet. You'll see it when you get up here. We think that what's happening is electricity is going into this material, and there's a polarization. How many of you have polarized sunglasses? Okay, perhaps when you got them, you had that little extra piece of polarized material that you could hold up to the lens and turn it and see it would darken. Polarization means that it's like a gate. Things will go in one direction, they won't go in the other. We think that's what's happening with this. Electricity is flowing out of one side, and therefore you've got a rocket effect. It's actually propelled. We don't know why any normal material would do that. We've consulted with some people who have scientific backgrounds greater than ours. They don't know why. We've consulted with some friends of ours who are in the military. They're a little concerned about the fact that we have this material. But when you get a chance to see it, you will see that it does spin. And when you look at the material, you're going to have a chance to come up here and observe it. It's thicker than aluminum foil. It seems to be heavier and denser than aluminum foil. And it has a modeling effect that, according to the person who gave it to us, Chuck Wade, the laboratory analysis has said that this is extremely pure aluminum with silicon and iron particles in it. Now, there are some alloys of aluminum that have iron and silicon in them, but not crystals or chunks of aluminum and silicon dispersed throughout them. This is very unusual. We don't know if this is from a crashed UFO. We don't know if this is from a secret government project. We don't know what it is. But you're the first group, other than us, that's going to have a chance to see it for yourselves. You ready?